welcome to How I News. My name is...
Hey, Vince, shut the up!
Oh yeah, I forgot. I got a job.
Hey man, you got a job.
If you don't know, this is the show that takes the news, adds some context, a teaspoon of math, to that hot jambalaya we call the truth.
You can't handle the truth!
Well, I think you can. I believe not only that you can handle the truth, but you need it. So I'm here to give it to you, hot, spicy, respectfully, and a little bit nicely.
Bam, bam!
So with that, let's get into it. So, I was watching the news today, as I do pretty much every day, and I was really confused by this story, and it really, to be honest, it frosted my cookies in a big way. So, let's just not mess around. Let's jump right into it.
The not-so-bravo topic. We're talking about jobs and a major hiring crisis. It's a problem, really, bigger and older than the Great Resignation you've heard so much about. It's a problem you're not going to find in the unemployment rate, which is, of course, at near record lows. And it's because a large number of American men in particular, men in their prime working years, are actually not working. And they're not even looking for work. The result is a bit of a mystery and also a major hole in the American economy.
My name's Mike Rowe. And this is my job.
Now, this is kind of a big deal right here. This is a pretty big deal because, first of all, we're talking right off the bat, 7.2 million jobs. But let's do a little bit of research right now. Just a little bit. Let's go to Google Sheets. Let's just add a new sheet. Let's just see something. Alright. Let's get back to the video for a minute because I think we need to play it some more.
All the jobs he's done over the past 20 years.
Now get ready to get dirty.
And Mike Rowe has done them all as the host of Dirty Jobs on Discovery.
From machines that dump.
Well, now it's dirty jobs, isn't it?
The hoses that suck.
Gee. He's never claimed to be an economist.
Alright, let's get something straight right now. This is nonsense. Mike Rowe is a television host. You know the difference between a television host and a person who actually does these dirty jobs is that the television host at the end of the day gets to go home. They never have to come back again. Maybe they come back for a week and it's over. Mike Rowe is a rich man that lives in a mansion somewhere. So don't be fooled. Don't believe the hype that, oh, well, Mike Rowe says it, so therefore that's what it is. No, it's not. It is not. Mike Rowe is an actor, all right? Or not an actor, he's a television host. And so he's there to act like this working class guy, but he isn't. He's a very, very rich man.
Hoses.
So let's just see. How much money did Mike Rowe make last year? Let's just see. Let's just not mess around. Mike Rowe makes $250,000 an episode for Dirty Jobs and has a net worth of $35 million. All right? So don't stop believing. I don't know anybody who works any regular job and has a net worth of $35 million. And that was in 2014. All right? So I'm sure he's negotiated his contract up significantly since then. So, enough with the Mike Rowe's the working man. He's not. He's a guy that's rich.
He's never claimed to be an economist.
Thank you.
But while taping the series
He's never claimed to be a worker.
is something important.
All anybody was talking about was the number of people who were out of work. But on Dirty Jobs, even then, everywhere we went, we saw help wanted signs.
Now he's talking about, let's talk about a couple of things. Let's talk about a couple of things real quick. He's talking about his anecdotal, and I saw a lot of signs up for help wanted for people. Oh, there were jobs available. But how many people were out of work? That was at the height of the financial crisis. And in case you forgot what happened during the financial crisis, this is what happened during the financial crisis. Or you could just listen to Mike Rowe. So let's just see. Unemployment rate over time. And this is how you news. You got to look at the unemployment rate over time. So you got to kind of look at things. You got to look at the unemployment rate over time. So let's look at the unemployment rate. This is the unemployment rate. It's from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. So it's from the government. You know, governments are kind of hard to, they spin stuff, but only when it's in their interest. And when everybody's marching on the street yelling at you, it's not in their interest to spin things. The cat's out of the bag. Like, you know, horse is out of the barn. Why close the door? So here's the thing. This is what's going on this is pre-financial crisis. So pre-financial, you'll notice the average usually is about 4 to 5%. That's how many people are generally unemployed. This is when the financial crisis hits, about 2008, right here. See, right in the gray where there's a recession, right there. That's when the financial crisis hits. So it hits in about, you know, October, November, December of 2008, around there, or 2007. Then it goes right up to 10%. That means double. 1 out of 10 homes in America don't have jobs. America's about 300 million people, between 340 million people. That means that there are 35 million people with no jobs. 35 million people. Just to give you an idea, the population of the United States in 2008 was 305 million. All right. Now the working population, the people at work, not that many. You know, people at work, because you got old people, you got kids, you know, you got people who can't really work. Working age population in 2010, it's about 200. That's about 200 million people are the working population. That's how many people can actually work that aren't too old, aren't too young, you know, can work. It's about 200 million people. 10% of those people are out of work. That means 20 million households. 20 million households. That's 10 million households. You know, if the mother and father are working, that's 10 million people not working. It gets worse. I mean, but Mike Rowe knows. It gets worse. If you look, let's look at people who lost their homes. Remember when I said 20 million homeowners? Remember when I said this number? 20 million people, working age population, lost their homes? That's about 2 parents, 2 adults work per house. That's exactly in line with Marketplace. This is an NPR production. Marketplace, 10 million homeowners. 10 million people. Let's say each of them have 2 kids. It's 40 million people that lost a place to live. 40 million homeless people. According to the numbers. And if you think businesses were hiring, you were crazy. Businesses were trying to keep their lights on. Businesses were not hiring. But, you know, you can listen to Mike Rowe. Now let's get back to it. It's hard to keep up with the news these days, but not anymore. Introducing you to paulineslist.org. That's paulineslist.org, your digital newsstand. Just like a newsstand, at paulineslist.org, you can see all of your publications in one place. And just like the newsstand, you can flip through all of the headlines of all of today's articles in an easy-to-manage format. On top of that, you can save the articles you want to read for later. And on top of that, we do not use artificial intelligence to tell you what you want. We let you decide for yourself. Right now, we have some of the top financial publications out, but we're adding new publications all the time. So if you're serious about knowing, if you're serious about being a citizen, if being ignorant is your pet peeve, check out paulineslist.org. That's paulineslist.org.
It turns out dozens of real-life economists and other researchers have a possible explanation. a long-term decline in male labor force participation, or as one think tank summarized it, men not at work.
Signing off. Peace. Hey, if you like this video, please smash that like button and hit subscribe. We would love to see you again. So take it easy. Peace.